Hey guys, Kath here. Gonna mix it up today with a 4th gen underused Pokemon battle against Jeffrey. I met on the Pinobi Nation chat, I think. It was a pretty good battle, so let's get it underway. Do some 4th gen because I love it. So I lead with Blaziken by accident because I was supposed to lead with Miss Magius, but I forgot this wasn't 5th gen, so I can't select my lead. And I just go for the sub first team, predicting Thunderwave or a Trick or something like that, and he just goes for Rocks, so that's good for me. And I go for Hidden Power Dark because I'm a badass, and Hidden Power Dark is what you need on Blaziken because it's my special Blaziken. And it does 50% to an Uxie, which is balls because Uxie is bulky as shit. So predicting a Psychic on this turn because he went for one before, I switched out to Absol because it doesn't do shit damage. And he knows, I think that he knows am I going to Night Slash or Sucker Punch here, so he goes to his physical wall, his Moo Cow, so I just go for the Sword Stance, predicting that shit. And he's like, oh crap, he's going to superpower my face off. And so he switches out, and I give him the superpower on his Uxie, which is a considerable chunk because I'm at plus 2 at that point, and Absol's attack is baller, so yeah. Things kind of slow down a bit as leftovers get going on. I kill him with a Sucker Punch because he probably thinks I didn't have it, or something along those lines, which wasn't true. And he goes into a Hitmonlee here. And not knowing what kind of Hitmonlee this was, and also because I made a stupid play, I stay in and don't even go for the Sucker Punch to get at least some damage on it, which really would have actually probably won me the game if I'd gone for a Sucker Punch right there, but I didn't because I'm stupid. So yeah, I go to Kung Lao, my awesome Miss Magius. He goes for the Blaze Kick and misses, which is great. And I go for the Icy Wind because this is my max HP and max special attack Miss Magius. And his speed gets fallen, so he's going to switch out knowing that I can outspeed him next turn and kill him with a Shadow Ball because of that, how much damage that did. So knowing that, I go for the nasty, no, I do go for the Shadow Ball because I want to kill Hitmonlee. And he switches into a Spiritomb, which is probably a mixed wall because it seems to take that pretty well. And Spiritombs, you've got no resistances and it's pretty bulky, so I go for the nasty Vlot to try and kill this off in 2 hits. And he just goes for the Shadow Ball, and I live that like a boss because this guy's obviously got no real EVs and special attack, obviously, and I have max HP, and Miss Magius has a lot of HP, so yeah, live that. But after leftovers from those 2 turns, it's not going to be a 2-hit KO, unfortunately, so yeah. Well, it is. It's not going to be a 1-hit KO, sorry. So he hits me with the Shadow Ball, gets me down really low, and I think, well, Spiritomb will probably either have Shadow Sneak or Sucker Punch here, so I'm going to switch out knowing that he'll go for it, and that way I can keep my Kung Lao, because he doesn't know, he only has Rocks up, and I have enough HP to survive Rocks, and I can pretty much sponge a kick from that Hitmonlee. So, yeah, I go into my one-headed Hydra, my Melodic, to kind of wall this thing, give it a Toxic, and he shows right here that he has the rest, which sucks because it means the Spiritom's back to full HP, and now I'm mad. So knowing that he just rested, I go for the Confuse Ray, I think, on the switch, and I hit his Azumarill with it. And I figure I'll stay in here to Toxic because he might hit himself and he'd do heaps of damage because he's probably banded, etc, etc, but he doesn't, he just switches out. So I just go for the Toxic and hit the Miltank. And this kind of sucks because his Miltank has Heal Bell, which means that his Spiritomb wakes up and he removes the poison on himself. So I go for the Confuse Ray here, hoping to like prevent him from Heal Belling by outspeeding, but he's faster than me, he didn't know that, but helps me later on. And goes into his Mesprit. I just give the Toxic again, knowing that he's either going to switch or I'm just going to Heal Bell stall him out of Heal Bell. I mean, PP stall him out of Heal Bells. So he goes into his Mesprit, and this is where I lose the game because I didn't predict him to switch me a Choice Scarf this early in the game. Well, I mean, this late in the game, sorry. So my Melodic gets crippled by a Choice Scarf, and his Mesprit has leftovers, which sucks. So yeah, I'm just going to go for the Confuse right here on the switch, knowing that he's going to go into something to try and out-switch advantage me. And he goes into a Zoomer, which is awesome. And I'm just going to Confuse Ray again in case he switches out because my Melodic with a Choice Scarf is kind of useless because it doesn't really outspeed anything. So I'm just going to stay and leave it as death fodder, hoping that he gets like Confuse hacks to death or something. But he doesn't. But he goes for Double Edge, which means he's going to get an arse load of recoil off his face, which is great. And here I stay and again, oh no, I switch out, wanting to leave it as death fodder, and knowing that he's locked into Double Edge, meaning that he can't hit me. But he switches out as well, which is a really good play, and goes into Miltank. So right here, I don't know what he's going to do. I think maybe he doesn't have an attack, or his only attack is Body Slam, but it's Fire Punch, which sucks. So he kills off my Kung Lao, because I was just going to get a couple of turns of leftovers there so I could switch out again. So I go into my Water Rat, and he predicts me to go for the Waterfall, or the Aqua Jet, or the Sleep Power or something. And first off, he outspeeds me, which I didn't think was going to happen. And second off, he just goes for the recovery move, and I get a sub up, and I'm going to Focus Punch this thing right in the face. Actually, where do I hit it? Right in the udder, and it gets absolutely wrecked because focus punching a zoom roll is our boss, and this guy is expert belted so that people won't see my leftovers and think that I am not a banded set. So great poke is great, and he goes down. But I don't carry Aquajet because I'm a noob and I carry Ice Punch. So yeah, he can get a free switch into his zoomer roll. And I make some pretty bad plays here too, because right here I should have just Milk Drunk stalled him like a lot, so that he would just die to his own recall. But I body slam him, thinking that I wouldn't do that much damage, and he'd still live the recall, so then I could milk drink the next turn and get my health all back up. But he doesn't, he dies to his own recall, which is good for him, bad for me, and my milk tank is basically on 69 HP, which is pretty cool, but you know, it's not great. So, and also it's called Paris because it's a cow, and I thought that was funny. So yeah, he goes for the bulk up while I go for the milk drink, which I didn't predict coming because I thought it was just going to kill me off. But yeah, I thought maybe I could live one. I know I can't live one at +1 though, so I go to my one-headed Hydra as Death Fodder because I kind of want a life orb stall him here, because I think the only way I can win the game is to kill him off with a vacuum wave from Blaziken. But I didn't calculate or anything, so I probably lost too many pokes when I really didn't have to, because I'm an idiot like that. So yeah, I let him kill off my Paris to get more life orb recall, and right here I think a vacuum wave probably would have killed, and I could have saved my zoom roll, which probably would have won me the game. But I'm a noob, so didn't do that. So I take more life orb off him now, and my zoom roll's dead. I'm left with just my not so little chicken, my Blaziken, and I kill him off with a parry with a vacuum wave, and that leaves him with Mesprit and what is it? Spiritomb. But fortunately for me, he doesn't have a choice scarf anymore, so I outspeed him and kill him off with a Fire Blast, which probably would have killed anyway because Mesprit usually runs some kind of mixed life orb set. Well, not mixed, but you know, just a life orb set. Don't know if it mattered, maybe it did. Who cares, because I still lost anyway. So I go for the Fire Blast on the Spiritomb, and I'm like crit orb burn, and I don't get either, so that sucks. He lives with basically a smidgen and kills me off with a Shadow Ball. Gets a crit here. I don't think that mattered either. It might have done, who really knows. But he had Sucker Punch, so probably could have killed me next turn anyway.